Yoshi. Snake.
Does the audio sound okay? Apparently it's on for that one. If you can hear me, chat, say you can hear me or something like that. I think I can. Something like that.
Let's check this. Alright, cool.
Well, I can hear you.
Yeah, well, I can hear you.
Okay.
Alright.
So I think it's fine. I'm just waiting for the chat to say something. Sounds good? Excellent. Thank you, Kaiser. Much appreciated. Just a second.
Does anyone else want to join commentary? Alright, it's you and me, baby.
Alright. Kamikaze is our main Yoshi player here in Georgia. He's a bit of a regular. He also does a lot of TOing and is pretty great at doubles, as is. Versus Intreeg, more of a local player around here. He doesn't really come to much outside of this, but I know he's trying a lot to grow as a player. And it's interesting that he switched to Snake as the purpose of doing that. I'd also like to welcome my co-commentator joined here by Bones, the Snake player that we actually played in doubles that... Oh dear.
That was pretty great. But yeah, hello everybody. Follow me at Bones Cereal on Twitter. Other than that, I'm not going to provide too great commentary, but I got memes, if that's what you like.
Hey, that's fine. Either way, yeah, I'm not sure if you're familiar with a lot of these Yoshi combos, but a lot of what he's going to be doing at lower percents is forcing tech chase situations that if he predicts you're not going to be ready for, he can set up things out of down tilt like run up jab into reset. Oh dear.
That's the Kamikaze's favorite thing to do is to hit you, first run forward and push you before he goes for the first tech, and jab push to get you right against the ledge so he can get a really good F smash. But this matchup's pretty rough for Snake because Yoshi's one of the better jugglers in the game, and when Snake goes high, there's really not much he can do but just try to get down with B reverses.
If I had to guess, it's one of those matchups that it's really rough if you don't know it. But I'm going to be completely honest, I have a hard time imagining it's not even.
Oh, no, it's even.
Okay.
I think Snake's even with the entire cast. Like, I don't think he has a single losing matchup. I think he has hard matchups, but...
I think he loses to Mega Man and or Game & Watch.
Oh yeah, no, never mind, I forgot about Mega Man. Mega Man's awful. I hate that matchup so much.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Fans
As is,
building Yoshis.
Intreeg right now, it feels like he hasn't really figured out how he wants to control space against Kamikaze, and so because of that, he's basically able to just negotiate neutral, continue to move forward, but do so with little risk to himself. When you aren't forcing your opponent to respect your space, you can basically forfeit stage control for free, which leads to you just constantly being at the ledge and constantly having virtually no options, which Kamikaze exploited there. and is the main source of why he lost neutral in all those different situations.
Snake Ditto. This is fun. So one thing that Intreeg could have done better on that first game too is when you're playing on Pokemon Stadium with Snake, you want to C4 one of the platforms so then you can save yourself from getting aerialed, and you can just camp with grenades, which you see him doing now.
That makes sense. Basically, it's just a way of not necessarily forcing someone to do that, but make them not want to go there, and then once you can assume they're not going to go there, you just focus on controlling the rest of the space around you.
Yeah, Snake has great normals, but his aerials are really slow, so you want to force grounded approaches. Those really help out Snake a lot.
Yeah, while Snake's aerials are great, they are slow, so
you don't really want to do boxing with your aerials.
They're mainly just something that you're going to use in reaction to something else, or as a read.
Yep. In this matchups, the Snake Ditto specifically, a lot of it comes down to C4 management especially, more so than grenades or anything, because your goal is to cover all the platforms so the other Snake has to recover to the ground. So you can
Worthy trades.
That was pretty cool.
I'm a little surprised that Kamikaze went there, but my assumption is that he specifically put himself in C4 range so that Intreeg would be inclined to pull the trigger and then end up dying because of Nikita. Of course, if he didn't take the bait, he could have just upbeat normally and then just either try to get it later or just continue to use it to make him want to stay by the ledge. I'm not surprised that Kamikaze's been doing this, though. He has actually been trying to pick up Snake. I don't know how well it's going, but I continue to see him use it like in earlier rounds at lots of these locals. So it's hard to say how seriously he plans to push this moving forward.
He's trying to co-main Snake, or at the very least secondary him, just because he feels like Yoshi has a lot of losing matchups that he shouldn't lose, which I can relate to.
Did he talk to you specifically about this?
Yeah, at Raven's Nest, I practiced with him for a few hours to help his Snake out, because I know some Snake tech.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it can be hard to tell your C4s apart in the Snake Ditto. So C4, oh, that's dead.
Kamikaze still with a bit of a lead. I'm surprised that it's this close. There have been a lot of weird moments where neutral is lost in a way that it implies that neither player really meant to win or lose in those particular situations. What's happening is it feels like they're kind of just throwing out a lot of buttons.
If you're watching out the Ally and P match at Pound, a very similar thing there. A lot of times in this Ditto, there's just so many projectiles that it is very hard to keep track of when you're going to get your advantage. That was really good. He F-1 to baited air dodge so he could combo into his C4.
Nice.
That was sick. Oh, man.
Yep.
That up air is so hard to land to. The hitbox on that is so narrow.
But obviously, if you do, it's extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, it's
a real good up air. That was a good set.
It's incredible.